G'day guys, welcome to Rumble's Fish Room. How is everyone today? I hope everyone's well. I'm presuming that it's already live. I managed to get the right stream this week. Pat on the back for me. Getting used to this technology thing. Finally ironing out the kinks in the new computer, which is good. Good to see. We got a fish on our shirt today. I kind of want to give this guy a shout out. I can't remember who it is, but does anybody remember? If you remember who makes these shirts, I don't know if it's on the back, but I'm not taking my shirt off live on camera to show you. This does my head in. These shirts are like a year, maybe 2 years old, and they're quality. They are. The only problem is they're made in America, I think. So I think it would cost too much for them to make my shirts and send them over. I did mention last week that I want to talk to Ryan from Korean Pet Central about who he got his shirts made by. Maybe I could do a store collaboration, and then he can sort out shipping and shit, and he can do the shirts, and I just like give him the rights to my logo. I think that would work better for you guys as well, because you could just buy it off the Korean Pet Central website. Maybe I'll talk to him about that. There's a chance that he's listening to me say that right now. My light's in the wrong position there. That's better. Look at the green screen, much better. The one thing I hate about the green screen, and I don't know how to like refine it, is like that green line around my head. I don't know if you guys can really see it, but I've tried to play with the settings, and if I do anything besides default, it looks like crap. It doesn't help that I'm wearing a shirt that's close to green, kinda. G'day Pete, g'day Blake, g'day John, g'day Iad, g'day Craig, g'day Killjoy, g'day Nathan, g'day Steve, g'day Anonymous. Everyone had a good week, and I'm speaking for everyone here. I had a goodish week, better than last week, that's for sure, but still struggling to go to work when I've got my little boy chilling at home. I get like FOMO of like nothing at all, just not being here. Oh guys, so the pair that's in the B-roll, the fry are troopers. I've got like a batch of probably like 800 to 1,000. It's intense. I'm only feeding them once a day, so I do expect the count to drop down from that and them eat each other a little bit, but my brine shrimp hatchery's got a bit of an issue. I guess to tell you guys about it right now. It's not video worthy really. So if anybody remembers, my brine shrimp hatchery used to have a light on it. I had the light turned off, and I was hatching brine shrimp in it in the mornings, and it was hatching. So I actually deleted the light out of it. But recently I tried to hatch brine shrimp morning and night, and basically the ambient room light, when I put the eggs in the morning, the room light comes on, and that the eggs get like 10 or 12 hours of light, which the first, I think like 8 to 10 hours of the eggs is when they need the light, and then it gets dark and those eggs hatch and off they go. But when I put the eggs in the egg tumbler, or is it in, we can call it an egg tumbler, when I put the brine shrimp eggs in the nighttime one, they go straight into darkness for 8 to 10 hours. I don't know how long dark goes for. The light in the fish room is a solar light, so it turns on with the sun. So that first part of the eggs where they need a bit of light to incubate or whatever, there's no light. So what was happening is my I'd get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, nice eggs to hatch. Oh shit, you know what I just realised? The pair that's in this video is currently together in the tank, and I forgot to go check on them when I got home from work. So the morning ones were hatching, the nighttime ones weren't hatching, and I've put it down to that lighting situation, just the fact that there's no ambient light in the room at nighttime. So I might have even actually already told you guys this. Drop a comment, tell me to shut the fuck up if I did already tell you. But so what I need to do is I need to put an LED back in the brine shrimp hatchery. The problem with that is I cut the door off and threw it in the bin. So I need to remake the brine shrimp hatchery with a door with an LED inside of it. I'm just like thinking like a single 12 volt LED off, like I've got plenty of small offcuts of strip lighting. I don't know if I can cut a single off. I might need to cut it as a group of like 3. I want the smallest light I could possibly find to put in there. Like if I could get like a single chip, that would be cool. And so yeah, I need to make a new box butt because I don't want all the light leaking out into the fish room, because I want the fish to have a nice night time, you know. Or the other thing is I just only feed brine shrimp in the morning, which is what I'm doing at the moment. John, I'm not getting a Zis hatchery. We've been through this, buddy. So I think we established Zis hatchery was like one of the only products of Zis I actually liked or could see myself buying. But the problem with that is, John, I don't have anywhere to put it. If you've seen my brine shrimp hatchery, it's very streamlined on the back of the door, and I don't know if this would really work in my situation. That's my theory anyway. Nathan says I give my shrimp 36 hours. So yeah, 36 hours would be alright. How would I do that? So if I put one in the morning, then that one feeds that. I don't know if I need... What would the math on that be if I've got 2 hatcheries and I'm waiting 36 hours? I'm not sure. My brain can't compute right this second. Oh, you can hang the Zis ones? How much are they? Alright, so I'm not going to screen share, but my dream hatchery is actually the Aquasonic hatchery. Is there a photo? Let's go to images. See, I'm guessing the airline connects to the bottom of that Zis shrimp hatchery. Maybe I will screen share. Are you guys interested to see this? Press that button there. Alright, so the problem I would have... Oh, see how I'm guessing the airline collects at the bottom there. This so they're $50 US, so yeah, around $80 Australian at a guess, with shipping and all that. So does that airline... The problem with this one, I can see here straight off, the airline goes in the top. So do your brine shrimp come out of that little hole there? The thing I love about mine, and like this, so mine is like my 3rd or 4th rendition of DIY. So at the bottom there, so if we just search DIY, So like if you look at the bottom, there's not going to be one that's anything like mine. So this is what mine is like. This is a really good illustration actually. So I've got the solid air line there, which is the solid tube, and so that just lifts out. And at the bottom where that lid is, I've got a 19mm tap on it. You guys have probably seen it in the videos, but I'll just explain it to anybody that hasn't. So where there's a 19mm tap there, when I take that airline out, I like feed a few other fish, and then I come back to it, and it's all at the bottom. I can like literally dump the brine shrimp out in like 2 seconds flat. That's the one thing that I love about my brine shrimp hatchery. It's just how fast it is. I used to use these things here. So like I had this with like the airline on one side and then the drain on the other side. But it was just too slow. So I honestly think it would be hard to buy a store-bought product that improves my current hatchery. Except for that, if one came with a light, I guess. But yeah, Nathan, that's interesting that you give it 36 hours. I've never given it that long. I've only ever done 24 hours. I have two. Oh no, Craig dropped his aquasonic. We're not buying... No, oh, so the other problem with that, if I buy the Zis ones, I need two if I'm going to do my cycle that I do. So that's $160. I'm sorry. But... yeah, so if I was going to buy a brine shrimp hatchery... But the same thing goes. I don't have anywhere to put one of these. I'd buy one of these. It's pretty much a giant version of my DIY one. I think they hold like 1 or 2 liters. Craig, drop a comment, you would know. They're huge. So one thing, like, has anybody had success leaving eggs 24 hours? Like, I've tried to harvest half a batch and then leave it tumbling and come back the next day, and they don't survive. Oh, they're 2 liters. Oh, that's not the same one, but yeah, one of my friends had 2 of these on his wall and it looked pretty cool. I don't know what size that tap is at the bottom there. Page not found. I don't even know if you can get them anymore. Oh, Nathan's got the bottles in the tank. Nothing wrong with that. You just got to do what you got to do. Like, I think that's one thing about fish keeping is like, there's so many different things for so many different things. My application for things definitely doesn't work for other people. They hold quite an expensive price. $75. It doesn't... I thought it would say how much it holds. I do like... I think it's 1/4 teaspoon a day. And it kind of depends how many fry I've got to how much they get. Like, I never hatch any more than that. I just hatch that and then See, like, if you look at it, it's basically identical to what I have. Except I've got a bigger tap on the bottom, and like that's my flex. The 19mm tap is all that jazz, if you know what I mean. I might go share the. Whoops. Copy that. Ah, damn it. I'm not logged in. I don't know. Oh, there we go. That was easy. Let's go see AFK. G'day, Melissa, if you're watching. Every week, hey. Shout outs to Melissa. What should I write on it? I'm just gonna write come say hi. So there's something I want to talk about, and I was thinking about doing a video on it, but I'm not going to. I've got so many messages this week about it. So if you don't know, I'm not a member of Persiclid Society's committee anymore. It was just because I was having a baby and I was going to have a break from the committee. And since leaving, the committee has banned any advertisement, talk, or anything to do with flower horns again, and blood parrots. So flower horns have always been banned by PCS. When I was on the committee, they lifted the ban, and when I say they, it wasn't me. It was actually the group. So what happened, right, is we had a PCS committee meeting at my house, and the committee members came here, and one of the committee members said, "They're not that bad, are they?" And I had kind of like they were all curious about the flower horns, and I basically explained like how hard they were to breed, how like I'm not actually crossing any new fish into them, and like they kind of realized that they're not detrimental to our pure lines if it's explained properly. And it was actually one of the committee members that suggested lifting the ban because we could raise awareness on the subject. I've drummed that into you guys. You guys know exactly what that's about. So basically the ban got put back in place, which doesn't really bother me. I pretty much know who it would have been who suggested it, and that didn't really bother me. But when they made the post about putting the ban back on, it actually, some of my close friends friends and people who I respect commented on that post about flower horns, and it's really made me second guess whether I want to keep a fish that so many of my friends and respected people in the hobby look down upon. And it just made me feel like shit. And especially, I got like 20 plus inboxes of screenshots of this post, and I haven't commented on it, I haven't reacted to it, and I just keep getting sent screenshots of it. So I'm trying to like stay strong through it. I know like for some reason like so obviously I have one F1 fish in my room, and it's the Texas cross flower horns, but I don't understand why people think that me breeding a fish that it is a hybrid, but hasn't been crossed into another cichlid. For that boy in the B-roll right there, he hasn't been crossed into another fish for about 10 generations. So if I could raise the awareness on that and explain to people that be the case, maybe they would understand. I don't know. The thing that I want to try and eliminate, and I've told you this 100 times, is the fact that somebody goes and gets a red devil and a trimac, they're not going to be able to create a flower horn. So like that's one of my reasons for, if you actually go on PCS and search my name, the first ever post I made even about flower horns after the ban was lifted was about raising that awareness of like not crossing fish to try make your own flower horn. So yeah, I don't know. It was just a shit thing to top off a shit week last week. G'day Moist, how are you? Moving better fry is annoying. I wish I could just get better fry full stop, Craig. I'm not having much luck with them. Oh, John says you can put a heater in the Zist tumblers. What about one of those like 10 watt Aqua One constant temp heaters, the ones that you can't actually adjust the temperature? From what I can gather, they're pretty good little heaters. Oh, the 50 watt heater fits perfectly in the Zist tumbler. That's handy. I think like a lot of you guys have watched my journey of them, and actually if it's kind of, I don't want to say it's like a sports car that somebody modifies and most people don't like, but you can still appreciate the work that's involved. I want to say that, but I don't, if you know what I mean. But it's not a simple task. And honestly, even if I did create like CKs with Viha, I would actually try and breed the pure Viha to keep a line going. The problem is, you can't even find pure Viha in the first place in Australia to get a pure line going. I really wanted to breed Sinspillum, but the Sinspillum that I got, they just didn't look right, so I actually got the Sinspillum to breed pure Sinspillum, but I wasn't happy with the quality of the fish, so it just never happened. Oh, it's on fucking... Can you guys just like remind me every live stream to turn top chat off? Oh, John's Super Red Bristlenose have got fry. That's cool. Hey John, can you do me a favour with your Super Red Bristlenose and Cole? I've noticed that people are breeding their Super Red Bristlenose and just selling all the fry, even if they're not that red. Some people in this hobby are spiteful. Yeah, that's true. G'day Daniel, how are you? Flower horn's amazing. Cheers, Killjoy. I think there's just a huge delay on the chat, guys, maybe. G'day Dan, how are you? I've actually got to, speaking of Bristlenose, I've got to get the zucchini cranking in my Bristlenose tank. Does anybody notice if you don't have fresh vegetables in their Bristlenose breeding tank that the fry just all get eaten? You've got to have like some constant food in there. I don't know what we're purchasing today, guys. Do you reckon we should purchase something? I actually, you know, I ordered some shit on eBay and it hasn't come in like forever. Let's see if my eBay purchase history. Do you guys remember we ordered the suction cups? They're not. I don't think they're coming. Oh, it's got a tracking number. In transit. What's the... Sent September 17th. They're not coming, are they? Handover to airline on the 21st of September. Estimated delivery 16th of December. For 5 pieces of suction cups. Suction cup dividers. It's that old that it's almost been removed from my purchase items. It's right at the bottom. My fish food that got seized by customs still says that it's getting delivered. Man, I ordered like a tube of glue on the 2nd of October and it's not here. It's getting insane. So like my headphones have got the little memory foam ear tips. And I keep buying, the seller that I buy them off only sells them, I can buy 2 sets of 2 pairs, so that's 4 pairs total. And they last about a week or 2 before like they break away. So I'm literally getting them, and when they arrive, reordering, and they take that long that by the time I've gone through 4 pair, the new ones arrive. The shipping's crazy at the moment. Baby cucumber. I'll have to ask the missus to get me some baby cucumber. What's doing Dan's head in? Oh, he's getting annoyed about the bubble coming from the bottom of the sponge filter. I'm guessing it's like just not clipped on straight. It's the little things, eh? Not like the amount of debris and shit in front of the filter. It's the bubble that's the problem. You can't unsee it now if you didn't notice it. It's there now, isn't it? Oh. Nathan's talking about flake. I've never really been a flake feeder. I used to have a lot of trophies and I fed flake, but as far as like Malawi cichlids, I've never fed flake. I've got so I've actually got Extreme Fish Foods spirulina. It was kind of like a sample that I got, and I actually feed it. I feed it. Don't tell Ryan. He's probably listening. I feed the extreme spirulina to the blackworm culture. So like, it's the best fed blackworm culture in the southern hemisphere. What's wrong with the bubble coming out from the bottom? It makes for a good time. I think a few of my sponges do that. It's not even like it's because it's got too much air going through it. You can see it's on a lean. Really, I need to build a filter for this tank. It's unacceptable that this tank's 4 by 2.5 by 1.5 foot, and it's only got those sponge filters out the back. That's unacceptable. G'day, Chevy. I haven't seen your comment, but oh, here we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Have you ever thought? Yeah, Killjoy, it's definitely something I plan on doing in the near future. I've got to cull the fish in the IBC. I want to cull real heavy. I've got so many fish coming through. I really need to think about selecting super heavily, because there's just too many to just chill, if you know what I mean. Where do you live, Iad? It's not hard to own one of my flower horns. Chevy says anything from eBay is fast. Depends. I did a video maybe 2 years ago on selecting flower horns. 18 months. It's a very long time ago. How are you, Jackson? I'm good. I think everybody in the chat's good also. I'm waiting till the shipping. Anonymous, yeah, just message me. You know that I'm always going to look after long-time subscribers. You don't know unless you ask. The stream biggest flake container is only available something like 100 grams. Maybe. I wonder how many grams mine is. I could have sworn it's more than 100 grams. Uh-oh. I lost everything on my screen. Come back. Oh well, that's gone. I can't see the comments, guys. I just managed. I ordered new computer monitors. I can't do this. Maybe I closed it. Are you guys still there? Hello? Anybody? I must have closed it somehow. Oh no, it still says live there. He lives in West Sydney. We can get fish to West Sydney. What was I trying to achieve before that happened? Yeah, so Richard and his missus are back together today. Like I said at the start, if you were there, I actually put them together before work. I watched them for like 3 minutes with all the spare time I have before going to work. And they looked like they were getting along, so I left them. Which, if you've got flower horns, 3 minutes of visual observation is not long enough to decide whether a pair should stay together. G'day, G Snap. Oh, we're looking at extreme flake. Extreme spirulina flake. So I think mine's that size there. How many grams is it? 227 grams is the spirulina flake that I've got. And then looks like there's a 400 gram tub, but I don't know if they've got it. The easiest way to find out about that is just message Korean Pet Central on Facebook. Cheers for the super chat, Dan. I'll fix it after the live stream. There's a chance that it's not bubbling like that right now. This B-roll is 3 weeks old. And if it is, that bubble's been going for 3 weeks since I recorded this. How does that make you feel? I just showed them. Oh yeah, you just got to keep showing the flower horns on the channel, Iad. That's how, and then create that interest. And don't show any videos of my goldfish tank. Just like right hand click on them and say, I don't want to see this. Yeah, G-Snap thought it was early. He or she, I don't actually know if G-Snap is in either of those directions, or they might be they. Sorry if I have offended. G'day, Aaron. Hey mate. Aaron, you got me worried now. Let's have a look. Where's the video? So, Aaron commented on my video today, or yesterday. My video from yesterday, he commented on it today. And he said he thinks he saw eggs under. I think he might be right. I think there's... No way. I think there's L triple. They're tiny, but they're like 4 to 5 centimeters. They're literally... The male is 5 centimeters. They look like eggs. What? I'll go check in 21 minutes. This is going to be a sharp 1 hour live stream with a sharp ending, because I've got to go see whether there's L333 eggs on that bit of wood or not. And there's a chance that there isn't now, because I just picked the piece of wood up. Good eyes, mate, good eyes. I was like, nah, they're snails. Snails aren't orange. There's a big goldfish show tank. Yeah, that's the trouble. Show her like videos. Go on YouTube and look up patting my flower horn. Crank out some of those videos and just tell her it's like a pet dog but in a glass box. Jackson likes the goldfish content. I like the goldfish content. They seem to be doing well now. It's like the weak ones got culled off, naturally selecting the strongest ones. And it's actually one of the subscribers of the channel gave me like half of what's in there for free, and they came out of his outdoor pond, and they've honestly been really nice and healthy goldfish, which is great. Alright, so G Snap's a girl. That's cool because I don't have enough girl viewers on my channel. Sorry guys, just catching up on the comments. I should learn how to read and talk at the same time. What else have we got for B-roll? Probably... The problem is... I don't know where. We could like literally watch one of my vlogs. Give me a minute. We've got the Madagascan cichlids. You'll probably be able to find a bubble out of place in this tank as well. We need to change my placement for this one. See, if I put my head there, it just like takes away that pole breaking up the tank. I should make like a podcast back wall sort of thing. I've always thought about making something at work that like folds out, but I've just never got around to it. What about Dan might not like, can you see up the top there, there's like a piece of limestone cable tied to the water change hoses to keep them in the tank. That's a bit of structural ingenuity. That bucket filter is my favourite filter in the world, if anybody's wondering. Have you guys Oh, it enlarged my head to cover the bubble. It's too late now. These Menarabo have actually grown heaps, and they've decided, well, they're getting aggressive, and there's one that they keep pinning in the corner, so I might actually have to start separating him, and it might become a bit of a flower horn style tank. I can see Chevy saying just set them up and say nothing. I haven't seen the comment that's in context too, but I know what it's about. I've been given 2 tanks coming tomorrow. Yeah, so I'm in the same boat. I just bought 3 27-inch monitors and I need to get them to my computer. How do I do that? I feel like that's kind of just as hard as... fish tanks are easier because my fish room's in the shed. There's a really good product in Western Australia, EAD, but I don't know about over there. I'd go to a local fish store, not a chain store, and see what they've got under the counter. Tell her it was free, no money. No, guys, I worked 60 something hours last week, 68 hours, 69 hours last week. So 3 new monitors for my computer was my treat to myself. As you can imagine, the penalty rates really came in my favour. Swapped a flower horn for a monitor. I swapped something for a flower horn, I can't remember what it was, and she didn't believe me. Can't remember. Hey Ead, so one thing I've noticed with parasites, and I feel like I've kind of successfully done it, but not successfully, but I wouldn't say it's a fix-all. Just stop feeding the fish. Parasites need food to survive, unless they're eating the flesh of the fish, I guess. But that the Thai silk flower horn that's in the stingray tank, he got a hole in the head. I didn't treat it. I just stopped feeding him, and the hole in the head went away. And then 3 months later, he got duck lip. I don't know if it's related to the hole in the head or whether he smashed himself in the basket that he's in. The basket, you know, like washing baskets, they got sharp edges. But so next thing, the Thai silk's got hole in the head, and I was like, here's a goner. I've never had a fish recover from hole in the head. I've never had a flower horn recover from duck lip. The tank's 5,000 litres. I can't just go dipping a little bit of medication in there. I could take the fish out, I guess. Anyway, so I just stopped feeding him. So I didn't feed him for like a long time, like 4 weeks. Next thing, the duck lip was gone. And now it's been like 3 months, 2 months since that duck lip. And he's living like a trooper. And all I did was not feed him. I didn't medicate at all. So I want to know if anybody is watching right now and they have tried just not feeding a fish. I've got a flower horn right now in a tank by himself, and he's got white stringy poo, and I'm giving it another go. I'm just not feeding him, and I'm going to see if he recovers. I think I might be onto something. Or, like, I don't know, like, so... maybe it might be the fact that when you're not feeding, the water quality goes through the roof. And well, actually that's not true, because when I was not feeding the Thai silk, I was still feeding everything else in that tank. But yeah, I don't know if the parasites feed on the food that's digesting through the fish. It might be that's oh, sorry guys, let me catch up on the comments. How long for? Oh, how long did I not feed him for? 1 month. Like, obviously an African cichlids smaller, so maybe shorter amount of time. You can definitely go 2 to 3 weeks without feeding Africans. I've done it. A 4x3x3, that's a wicked tank. Not feeding the fish is a controversial subject, do you mean, Anonymous? 4x3x3, that's cool. I almost bought a 4x3x3 a little while ago. Well, not almost. Somebody was advertising one, and then they said PM to get the price, and I PM'd, and the price was not my friend, so I didn't buy it. But yeah, my favorite size tank. You're gonna think I'm mad. My favorite size tank is 4x2x2.5. So in my head, a 4x3x3 only improves on that. So I think that would be my favorite size tank if I ever had one. My old tank was 8'7" x 2'7" x 2'7", and it was just too big. It'd be okay if it was like in the fish room, in the shed. I don't mind the 8 foot there, but the 8 foot that I had in the house, it didn't fit in the house. Yeah, get Brisbane Discus, or Discus Brisbane, it's called one of them too. Does a wormer that's like Praziquental and le whatever it's called. Anyway, it's really good. I really want to, like, if anybody has a sick fish, put it in quarantine and don't feed it, and then let me know the results. $0. Are you serious? So I'll disclose the price. The 4x3x3 I was looking at, I was willing. It was on a stand with filtration and that. Needed clean up. Stand needed fixing up. I was willing to pay $500 to $700, thinking I could sell my 4x2 for $500, being in way better condition stand and all that, and then rebuild the stand for the 4x3. But I think the guy was asking like $1,400, which I thought was way unreasonable, but it sold. So either he accepted a lowball, or somebody bought it for that much money. It's homemade by a glazier. Just make sure he used acetic cure silicon and not neutral. I knew a glazier, and like, you kind of think they would know how to build fish tanks. Turns out they don't. Look, I can like shrink myself and make myself bigger. Bing. 1,400. Yeah, it was, and G snap. It was also just on like a shitty frame. Like it wasn't like a showpiece. I like, obviously the price of it new is a lot more than that, but I find with tanks, once you go over like 7 foot or like 2.5 foot height, the value doesn't really go up. Do you get what I mean? So like, that little bit extra, even though they're way more expensive to build, the second-hand prices don't reflect the new price, if that makes sense. He adds, a bloke had to climb a ladder, was standing on it. Oh, he's a fish keeper. That's good. That rests my worry for you a little bit there. I feel like we should buy something, guys. We haven't made an eBay purchase. Let's just Google aquarium. Ah. Alright, let's Google aquarium. Oh, it's literally coming up with aquariums. Hey, so I was thinking about making a fish trap for the bristlenose fry. Let me know what you think. To try and like get them out of the parent tank, or at least get them into like a box so the parents aren't eating them. If anyone's done it, let me know. I was thinking about making my standard fish trap, but putting the lid on the bottle and only drilling like a 5 to 8 millimeter hole in the lid. Let me know what you think. Pleco Caves. USB fish tank with LED strip. Oh look, there's Indian almond leaves. We don't need them. I've been lazy, guys. I've got Indian almond leaves there, and I've still been using the almond leaf extract. That's kind of cool. Does it have a divider? Is that a divider or is it 2 tanks? That looks tiny actually. It's a divider. It's too small for a pair. My male better keeps getting through my divider. I need to make something a little bit better. We could buy an impeller. What's that? Sand. Pleco Caves. He had sent me a photo. I'm guessing Facebook. I don't even know how to use the computer. Inbox. Come on. I've never even opened my fish page on the computer. It's like, oh no, it's not there either. Iyad, where did you message me? Maybe you'll tell me in the comments. Oh, Anonymous got offered a 10-foot tank. That hurts, eh? See, my problem is I've got access to a flatbed trailer, and when I get offered ridiculous tanks, I go get them. So I've just, you guys have seen, I've got a 4x2x3 at work that needs repairing. I've got a 7x2.5x2.5 that needs repairing. I've got the 8x2x3 in the shed. The 7x2x4. All of these tanks are either free or next to nothing. It's a problem I've got. I just can't say no. Oh, the other thing is I've got really good trolleys at work, so if I can't get anybody to lift them, the 7x4x2 I picked up by myself. It was a lady, and it was on a front lawn, and I got it on the trailer by myself with a trolley from work, and like lifting one corner, like getting gluts under it. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of that one. And then me and my wife got the me and my wife got it in the fish room, just the two of us. My wife's a trooper, guys. Like she can lift a fish tank, I'll tell you that much. Oh, Moist, has he still got that 10-foot sitting on that trailer? That fish tank was there like 6 years ago. That's like the fish tank graveyard. They all go out to that stable and die forever. Oh, what's the time? It's 6 o'clock, guys. We're gonna decide on a purchase on eBay. Oh, I've got all this. I got all aquarium mat at work, but it came rolled up. Oh, look, there's a snail trap. We have to purchase something before we leave this situation. Brine shrimp hatchery. Is that... You can get a little 400 litre per hour canister filter for $42. That seems way cheap. We don't need tweezers. Is this egg tumbler? My favourite. We're not buying plants. We don't want anything that... What's a terracotta pot with rock wool in it for? Anybody know in the comments? See, Anonymous. Yeah, it's still there. Black Oak Cave. Alright. I've got Blake's Aquatics. Pleco Caves. If I was going to get a Pleco Cave, I'd want like a strange one. Do you know what my Bristlenose breed best in? That brick that I glued together. I like that one. Do you like that one? $10 postage, that hurts. I honestly didn't think that would be, it was going to cost me $20 for one cave. But the crowd has spoken. If we're buying a Pleco Cave, we're buying a Pleco Cave. G'day, Blake. Look, you say his name and he his ears prick up. Oh, is that all the caves? That's ridiculous. That's not many. I'm very disappointed in the selections. You should throw your caves on. Have you got your caves on eBay? Blake's Aquatics? Imagine if there is L333 eggs. I need to leave so I can go check. But none of the caves are tickling my fancy, guys. Get the flat and round oval ones. Is that one a flat and round oval one? I'm guessing you don't mean the D ones. Or do you mean the D ones? I kind of presume you mean like this one. It looks tiny. What's this? Opening is 6 centimeters wide. Oh, it's actually same size as like the standard. That one, you reckon? Yeah, $12 and but $9 postage. That hurts. I wonder if I order 2 if it makes. Should I get 2? It's an extra $3.70 postage. Or 1. So just to confirm, we're getting this for the L333s. Yeah, moist. Have you seen? So my main Bristlenose breeding cave is like one of those. Is a house brick, like the fast bricks, and I cut it up. I cut it into 2 L pieces, and then glued it together. A Texas fry trap. John, make it. Make this. You just need like a Coke bottle. DIY fish. Find the videos where I that one there. So you just cut the top half off the bottle. That's how I catch my flower horns for culling. Jackson says we need 4 caves. Nathan says forget it, the caves are too expensive. Surely I reckon I could probably find them cheaper local. What did we search? We just searched Pleco caves. Yeah, that's going to add up. 4 of them's going to be nearly $100. Maybe we might not do a purchase tonight, guys. I know it's like the theme of we normally do it, but I'll find some local, not even new. I'll find some second hand. Everybody's always got Pleco caves kicking around in their shed. I've got. I'm gonna dig out, or not dig out. I know where they are. I'm gonna get the Blake's Aquatics Pleco caves out, and I'm gonna put them in there, and then we can get excited when we get Blake's Aquatics branded L333s. How does that sound? I think that's going to be my thing. $12 at Viva's. There we go. Maddie D's onto something. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like, it's just the shipping that's killing it there. $10. So if I bought 2 more, that's $3 for each one. What's that? So that's like $18 something for shipping, plus 4 caves. So that's plus $68 for 4 caves. That's too much. One of those dome ones that go on the wall. Is that a cave we're still talking about? I think one of the Blake's Codex one's still in the 4 foot, but there's actually no bristlenose in that tank. Will you build a chicken coop on camera for us? Gee, snap, yeah. I'll build the chicken coop on camera, just because you asked nicely. It's only going to be a pallet coop. Like, I'm not making anything fancy. Just literally a place for the chickens to lay their eggs. The only prerequisite that I require, is that the right word, prerequisite? I can't even say it. The lid needs to be easy to open so that it's easy for my wife to go get eggs out of it, and it's easy for me to get eggs out of it too, I guess. But like once Cooper grows up, I kind of got this vision of like my boy collecting eggs. Obviously that's like, what would you say, 3 years away? So probably the next round of chickens, not these ones. I'm kind of like second guessing the fertility of these eggs, to be honest. I know I'm like torching them, like candle checking them, if you know what that is. The eggs are only like 6 days old or 7 days old, so I know I'm probably doing it a bit early, but I haven't been able to see much in there, like a very faint shadow of like the yolk, but I guess time will tell. I'm pretty sure the guy got them off. If I messaged him and said they were no good, I'm pretty sure he would be willing to replace them. Who knows? They were bloody cheap. You get 4 for less than $40 from China. Watering spikes. What is that? Oh. What the hell are they? Plant watering stakes. I've never seen. How do they work? Like, obviously, for fish, you can use them as a cave. What do they do? I've never seen one of these in my life. So, do you put that in the soil and then put a water bottle upside down into it, and then the water dissipates through the terracotta? I'm so confused. Looks like Moist has confirmed I was on the money there. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap this up and go look to see if we've got L333 eggs. I will mention it. I'll probably who was it that I'll reply to the comment on the video. So if you're interested to know the answers, check out the comments in like an hour or so, and look for my reply. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up there. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Peace out.